Hello, beautiful collective. If you are seeing this, I do trust that this is finding you at the perfect time. My name is Farrah. There is no such thing as coincidences, so either a portion of this reading or the whole reading itself may resonate for you. Always take what resonates and leave what does not, okay? All right, so I'm starting with the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. And the download that I was getting is that you may not have seen this opportunity the whole time, but it's always been there. Okay, an opportunity for what? Well, this is going to be different for, I think, multiple people, but there is something about illusion, or there is something about multiple options, multiple streams of income, multiple ideas. There's a bit of confusion going on here, but you're going to find something, or something's going to be presented to you that's been there the whole time. And it's almost like this Ace of Pentacles was within the Seven of Cups, okay? So this is almost like you may not have realized that you were capable of this thing, or this thing has always been there at your fingertips to, access, and it's now going to open up new doors for you. This could even be new ways of thinking. Possibly like old items being significant. Maybe you could sell old items in your home, or there's something about potentially money here because it is Pentacles. So if you're looking for a new method of making money, this is highly likely that you're going to find it. But whatever this is, it's going to cut amidst the confusion. It's going to really stand out to you, and you're going to be like, oh, I didn't know that I was capable of this, or oh, I didn't know that this was going to be relevant. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so more resources, more money going on. Possibly in the middle of working on something, mastering something. And you could also be presenting this Ace of Pentacles to other people. Okay, or realizing that you want to start doing something a different way, and you didn't have any inspiration. Maybe you were a bit confused on what you were doing or where you were taking this project, this Eight of Pentacles, but now you're going to find this answer or the solution amongst something that has always been there. So this really could be a new talent, or an old talent, or this could be a new method of working, possibly doing something different every single day. The Eight of Pentacles for me always is about consistency. It's always about mastery. So you're starting to master something, or starting to maybe fall into routine with something. And now it's almost like it's becoming rather monotonous or a bit confusing on how you're going to get out of this routine. This doesn't necessarily have to be a harmful routine, but it's almost like this is something that I don't think that you want to do long term. You could sustain it, but you don't want to do it. Okay, more Pentacles coming out, Knight of Pentacles. So this really talks about the slow pace of things. So possibly not seeing enough money come out of what you're doing, possibly worrying that you won't be making enough money and you need a new stream of income. That's what this Pentacle could be. So possibly an old talent is going to come back and be able to make you money. I don't know why Greek mythology could be significant for some of you. But it's almost like this opportunity has always been there, though. And I wonder why now it's being illuminated. But I think it's showing face because of the slowdown of pace. Maybe you're taking things slower and you're like taking everything in. The Emperor card, possibly a business owner here. You're taking everything in day by day. So you're recognizing, it's like stopping and smelling the roses. Almost, okay? So with the Emperor card, this is really giving me the feeling that you're the one in control of your own life, okay? Maybe you want to start a business, or maybe you have your own business. And if it's not a business that I'm talking about, then this is the way that you do things, okay? This is your day-to-day schedule, your routine. You're in control of this. And ultimately, you want to become this emperor, or possibly are this emperor, but I feel like you want to become very well equipped or very well suited for whatever task this is, whatever goal you have in mind. You want to feel like you are in control. And you have this control, okay? Eight of Pentacles is very controlled. He's generating the same pentacle over and over and over again. And it's very meticulous, and it's very intricate, very hard to do. So you've mastered something, but there is, for some reason, I just keep intuitively feeling like with whatever you're mastering, there's something missing. And I think it's fulfillment. I think it's the freedom aspect of things, maybe feeling a bit restricted or restrained. I'm envisioning the Eight of Swords in my mind's eye, so I almost feel like this on a subconscious level is sort of like tying you down. This routine, this habit, this job, this lifestyle. For some of you, this could even be your spending habits are like your budgeting is too tight and you find that you had savings you didn't realize, or there's a new way to invest your money to get more money. But this could even work with energy too. You can invest your energy in something else. Maybe getting 1 more hour of sleep. Like you didn't realize that you could push your work day off a little bit farther. Wow. Page of Wands, Page of Cups. So a surprise for sure. Okay. But also this is related to passion and fulfillment. So there really is something that you're learning here. My pages are always students, but they're also always messengers and those who are carrying a new opportunity in their hands. They are carrying the aces in their hands. So I think you already have the emotional component down. I think you are finding a sense of freedom, maybe a little bit. But this isn't to the extent that you hoped. There's going to be a surprise opportunity to express yourself in a passionate way. And I think you're going to break this monotony. You're going to break this routine. Bottom of my deck is a Knight of Swords. Rather quickly, okay? Rather quickly. And just underneath this is the World card too. So definitely something about a completion coming in. So there's going to be a major ending or a major completion of a project or of a task or of a way of doing things. And I think this is because you're now learning that you are the Emperor and you can move a bit faster, or you could speed things up. You could do things to really shock the system, okay? New things, fresh things. And whatever this pentacle is, it's been there the whole time. So this may be a part of yourself that now you're finally accessing and reaching. So let's see. Let's pull more into this. I feel like for some of you, this is a new belief system though as well. Maybe you didn't realize that you could access a certain avenue of spirituality or a certain way of viewing things. Like your perception's just changing because you've like purposefully reprogrammed or rewired your brain. But there's something about fast movement. There's something about this changing rather quickly because you're the one taking the reins. We have visit. Okay, so definitely possibly shifting and changing where you're headed. But also too, this could be someone from the past visiting you again, or an old idea comes back. Like visit always makes me feel like you are going somewhere. You are going to do something, or something is coming to you, okay? And this could be knocking at your door. This could be an old dream visiting you, or an old idea visiting you. And that's why you're still sitting as the page here. And it's funny, this says unexpected on it too. Unexpected visit. So this really could be taking you off guard. It's like an aha moment. Like, oh my God, I didn't realize that like I could still play guitar. Oh my God, I didn't realize that I could start selling, I make bracelets. I didn't know I could start selling them. Like things like that. Like you may have a talent or a skill that's going to either fulfill you emotionally or even add to your finances or your resources because an old dream or an old idea is visiting. Maybe you're visiting the past. Like maybe you are the one that went through like an old family album, or even possibly looking back at old things you used to do, like old video games or old like creative projects. Like I said, for some of you, music could really be significant, but we have denial here. So maybe not wanting to see this part of yourself. Maybe you've refused to believe that you could be capable of doing this thing, this creative outlet, this dream, this wish, whatever this is, whatever that pentacle is, you're denying that it exists, okay? There's maybe some self-limiting beliefs or programming that we need to address. And you're not facing the truth of a situation, or your thoughts are contradicting each other, giving yourself reasons as to why you can't do this or why you can't use this to your full extent, or the full extent of what it could give you. But we have the Justice card here. So also making me feel like things are going to really balance out. Things are going to be set into place. So if you were denied something in the past, or if a dream burned out for no reason, just withered away, that's probably going to be revisiting you, and you're going to understand why it ended in the past. And now that now it's going to have this gravity to it. Now it's going to be something that does give you a payoff of some sort. Like I said, the World card coming out, like major completions, major full circle moments, if you would. You're going to be like, oh, I didn't know that I could still do something I love to do since I was a child. Hold on. A card flew. We have Staff. It says you will be taken care of in difficult times. It's really like, with the Staff card too, there's always wisdom behind the staff. There's always somebody who is like, like that archetype. I'm always thinking of Kung Fu Panda whenever I see this card, and Master Ubabwe, whatever the turtle's name is, and he's like so wise. There is something about being taken care of because of the wisdom that you've obtained, or because of your life experiences. You know that you'll be okay, whether or not you do this creative thing. Like you're a very hard worker. We've already addressed this with this Eight of Pentacles. You're just missing the childlike surprise, the childlike aspect of your life. I think what's missing is that emotional fulfillment. What's missing is that extra pizzazz, extra like sparkle to your life. I think things have become too mundane. You've been too focused on becoming the emperor, where you don't realize that life is meant to be enjoyed. So maybe visiting, like I said, past creative projects, past dreams, childhood dreams. Just taking a walk down memory lane and not denying yourself. Like there's something about self-acceptance that needs to occur here in order for this pentacle to really be harvested, or this pentacle to be used. This one flipped over. And it's a mountain, major challenge to overcome. So yeah, there's possibly mental hurdles or life events that have taken you away from pursuing this dream for XYZ reason. You know best. And not unsuccessful plans, literally. So there was something that took you off course from this old dream, from this old idea, from this old identity even. But now I feel like you're doing a recoursing, or there's going to be something that redirects you in the right direction, possibly. And it's going to really work out in your favor. Like there's going to be an opportunity for you to visit a part of yourself that you've denied. For you to visit an old dream, an old passion, okay? And it's going to change your day-to-day. And it's going to make you less serious. And like I said too, with this World card, full circle moment, you're going to realize why you had to stop doing this thing, and why now in your life this is going to play a big role. Because it's almost like you had to learn what your life looked like without this dream, this passion, this extra thing. And now that you could do it again, you have a newfound sense of inspiration here with my Page of Wands. So it's going to bring in some form of excitement or creativity, and it's going to all make sense as to why now is the time that you could fully sink your teeth into this creative pursuit, or whatever this may be for you. Like I said, even for some of you, this could just be a form of self-acceptance, or the way that you talk to yourself. And whatever has gotten in your way, whatever hurdles have gotten into your way, and whatever reason your plans were unsuccessful, there's going to be justice restored for this, okay? So things will be moved out of your way divinely. I think things are going to be divinely orchestrated for you to step into becoming the master of something, mastering this feeling, this creative pursuit, like I keep saying. So what are the final messages here? We have conclusions are within reach. Yep, so definitely finding some form of answers, definitely understanding why something happened. So you're going to gain a lot of clarity as to why things, like I said, fell away, or life events took place that have taken you away from this dream, or this ability to self-express, or this potential money-making opportunity. You're going to find the answers. You're going to come to a conclusion. Like I said, that full circle moment is coming out a lot. And we have the energy is gaining momentum. I believe we got this in another channel. So absolutely something here about things moving pretty fast, like I said, with this Knight of Swords. You're getting momentum. Things are going to make a lot of sense soon. I think you're going to be visiting the past or visiting, even for some of you, like a childhood home or a childhood dream, like I said. It's all going to play a big part in understanding why you had to be taken away from your dreams at one point, or why something had to leave your life, and now it may be returning. But I think that this opportunity that you're finding or being presented with has been there the whole time, okay? And now you're just finally seeing it. That was the message. And last message is meditate and contemplate, okay? Piscean energy here, 12th house energy here. So really something about the subconscious reprogramming, like I said, understanding the undercurrents of this situation and the duality with the two fish, okay? But yeah, this is something beautiful, I think, that you're tapping into or you're accessing again, an old part of yourself. So I think I'm going to leave this here today. And I think that I said what I needed to say today. So if this is finding you and it resonates for you, please feel free to like, comment, share your testimonies or your stories, and leave a little subscribe if you feel called to. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.